Beep, beep. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to this thing that we like to call Movie Mondays with Matt Plus on the Northern News Now Plus app. I'm your host, whether you like it or not, Matt Rasmussen, a.k.a. the King of Halloween, a.k.a. local filmmaker, a.k.a. morning show director here, a.k.a. host of Movie Mondays with Matt. And I have a couple of special guests with us today, directly from the movie Jurassic Park itself. We have a couple of kids who are no strangers to local film. We have Dr. Ian Malcolm here, a.k.a. Sean Zarn, and Jordan, who played Nedry, I think, in the movie.
Yeah, not quite. Sorry, I'm the only one out of costume.
Well, you look fabulous today.
Thank you.
So we're going to talk a little bit about dinosaurs today, and welcome once again, you kids.
Yeah, thank you.
So, where should we get started? Before we get deep into Jurassic Park, let's just first get the box office numbers out of the way. Let's just get the box office numbers out of the way so we can say we did it. For those of you who tune in for that exact thing, here you go. You're not going to walk away disappointed. So number 5, Solo Mio fell to 5th place, adding $6.8 million. Number 4, a trio of movies Send Help down to 4th place with $9 million. Then, number 3, Crime 101, stole $15.1 million for a debut in 3rd place. Number 2, Goat, started out in 2nd place, scoring $26 million. And lastly, Wuthering Heights, the movie I will never watch, starring Margot Robbie, opened on top, taking in $34.8 million. Good for that thing. I guess I'm never going to go see it. So this is its moment. So there's that. Those are the box office numbers. Now let's get into the topic at hand, folks.
Yes.
So there are many reasons that Jurassic Park was chosen for today. I was low-key thinking about doing Grumpy Old Men originally, because Grumpy Old Men this weekend is Grumpy Old Men Fest again.
Okay.
Yeah, over in Wabasha, which is great. So if I remember, 1 year from today, if I don't get canceled or pink slipped, I'm going to do Grumpy Old Men next year.
Okay.
So I'll try to remember that. But Jurassic Park just seemed more fitting because first and foremost, there was that amazing Super Bowl commercial that came out where everyone comes back to reprise their roles. CGI, maybe wasn't the best, but hey, it's actually them 33 years later. So that was cool. And it's back in theaters this week only, presumably for no reason at all except maybe the Super Bowl commercial. And then also a brand new ranking of films just came out, which is the top most rewatchable films of all time. And ranking at number 1 is Jurassic Park. So this is why Jurassic Park is the one. And, you don't not do Jurassic Park if you get the choice.
I agree with that.
So I'll just, I cherry-picked a couple of things from the list, so I'm just going to quickly go through the list here of the most rewatchable films of all time. Number 36, The Silence of the Lambs, a movie that I do plan to cover this year. Number 34, The Mummy, the 1999 Brendan Fraser version. Number 20, Forrest Gump. Number 17, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. That's going to be a big one coming up. I cannot wait to cover that one. Number 16, Beetlejuice. Number 14, Monsters, Inc. Number 12, The Goonies. Number 10, Die Hard. Number 9, Ghostbusters. I disagree with that.
Yeah,
it should be higher.
I'm surprised that's not higher up.
It should be way higher. We'll bump up those numbers a bit, but whatever. We'll say number 8, Man in Black. I disagree with that. I think I disagree with that. Anyway, number 7, Home Alone. Number 6, Toy Story. Number 5, Shrek. I disagree with that. Number 4, Raiders of the Lost Ark. Number 3, Back to the Future. Number 2, The Shawshank Redemption. And number 1, Jurassic Park. So, being that we've gone through the list, gentlemen, do we agree? Is Jurassic Park the number 1 most rewatchable film of all time?
For me personally, yes. It's been a big part of my life since I was a kid, and it's definitely one of those comfort movies for me. If I have nothing else to do or watch, that is the thing that goes on. So.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. Number 1 is appropriate. I'm trying to think of other ones. I think I watch more odd movies a little bit more often, like The Burbs. I've watched The Burbs a lot more. I noticed a theme though when I was thinking about most rewatchable movies, and the theme is Michael Crichton.
Oh,
Because Jurassic Park, Jaws, and Arachnophobia.
yeah.
All three of those are probably top 10 on my list. But yeah, definitely agree. Like, out of everything that I would watch, I would say universally Jurassic Park would be probably most agreed to. I'm interested in Shawshank Redemption at number 2.
I did not see
Huh.
that coming. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I do think it's very rewatchable, but man, it's heavy and it's quite an endeavor to sit and watch that whole thing.
It's an experience.
Yeah. Admittedly, and this is coming from somebody who considers himself a film buff, I have never seen The Shawshank Redemption.
Oh.
I know. So maybe this might be the impetus for me to finally watch it and see why it's so rewatchable.
I agree with
I
that.
agree with that.
Oh man. Okay. Well, that's good to know. My take on this whole thing. Yes, Jurassic Park is great. I think Ghostbusters is better. Just in every possible way, because I'm a Ghostbuster, for crying out loud. Like that's just all there is to it. So
Little biased,
I definitely sway more towards the biases. But
I can watch Ghostbusters a little bit more frequently without growing tired of it. I try to hold Jurassic Park. I try to keep it a little bit more rare, even though I'll watch it at least every year.
yeah, got to. And my hope for us was to go and see Jurassic Park in theaters like last night was the hope.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
But it's not playing locally, unfortunately.
Oh,
Yeah,
dang.
that's part of the reason I was like, Sean, you got your costume right, hey, Ian Malcolm, yeah, blah, 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 and I was all excited about it, and I kept checking the listings, like, weird, locally it's not showing,
That's kind of surprising. That's too
Oh,
bad.
well. But, there will be plenty of other local screenings. Now I have this thing ready to roll, so, it's good. I've had pieces of this throughout. The Hat was a big score the other week. So, yeah, now it's on. Anyway, let's move on to our next question, kids. So, I want to know, when did you guys first experience Jurassic Park? When did it come into your life?
So I watched it pretty soon after it came out. It must have been when it first came out on VHS. And admittedly, I was probably a bit too young to watch it. I think I was about 9 years old. Some of the dinosaurs gave me nightmares for a little while, but obviously it solidified itself as one of the most quintessential films for me as a result of that. So it's just been a core part of my childhood ever since, and I've like Sean, I've rewatched it almost every year without fail.
Sure. I didn't know what kind of gold I had in my hands. I went and saw it in the theater when it released. Yeah.
Lucky.
So that came out 1993?
93.
So I was 7. A little bit young.
Yeah.
I was mostly ready. I remember I had specifically a box of candy because it didn't fall apart, and I could hold it without everything falling out. So it must have been Spree or Gobstoppers, because I remember certain parts of the movie, holding up the box of candy, getting can I handle this or not? And yeah, I top 3 most memorable childhood movie experiences along with Mission Impossible and Batman Returns.
Ooh.
And so it's when I think back to first movie watching experiences, this one's the absolute top of the list. And it was scary for a 7-year-old, but there were only a couple parts that I had to shield my eyes.
That Spree
Loved
came in
it.
handy, yep.
Yep.
Oh, good. Well, for me, very similar story to Jordan. I wanted to watch it so bad in theaters as a kid. It did not happen. There were only a few handful of movies that I got to see in theaters as a kid. So I waited for the VHS release, and I did get to see it right away when it came out. Hoser had it, his family bought it on VHS, that week. And we watched it, and he had some of the toys, and yeah, it was great. It was just Dino-mania at that point. So it's been a part of my movie watching experience ever since 1993, 3 or 4 whenever it hit home video.
Okay, so you could say that you've got dino DNA.
That's correct. Good. Okay, so let's see. Next question I have for you kids. I see, Jordan, you brought in the book. You brought in the book.
Yes, this is actually my personal copy of Jurassic Park. It has both Jurassic Park and The Lost World. It's kind of a dual feature. So, admittedly, I haven't cracked it open in quite a while. You're actually the last person to read it. I loaned it to Matt a little while ago.
Wow.
So I need to do a reread of it at some point. The last time that I read the book was in high school. So it's not super fresh in my memory, but I know that we're going to do a little bit of a book versus movie comparison here. So,
yes.
So I'll scrape the back of my mind and see what I can remember from the differences from the novel. So.
Yeah, so anything that sticks out with you, Sean? Did you read the book?
Oh, no. I didn't read the book because I pretty much don't read fiction. I never really understood why I had such a hard time reading as a kid. The exception being Goosebumps. Like the Goosebumps books came out and I could tear through those, but I have the hardest time finishing a fiction book, and probably someday in the future that will change. Someday I'll be tired of trying to like cram new knowledge into my brain, but I just like to read nonfiction, so I haven't read it.
Okay. Well, one main thing I remember about the book is it took forever to get to the park part.
Yes.
It takes forever before they even mention that a park is even going to happen in the book. I feel like it was a good third of the book that all this other stuff was happening that just didn't seem fun or relevant, because it was those little compies. For the first, I want to say, a third of the book, it's like, oh boy, these compies are running around, and we're just going to focus on the compies, and those that's the thing, and you just run around in circles with that idea for a while, and then finally they're like, oh, by the way, I guess there is a park that people are going to go to, and then eventually they get to the park. So you spend like the first half of the book with no park, no whatsoever, and then the rest of the book, yes, finally you're at the park, but everything that happens is very different from what happens in the movie, I'd say. Notably, fates of certain characters.
Yes. Yeah, there's probably the biggest one is the ending one. I don't know if we're going to go into spoiler territory with it, if I'm remembering correctly.
Well, it's up to Shanzi if you want to hear any spoilers.
I won't remember by the time I want to read it.
So from what I remember from the book, one of the biggest differences is that John dies at the end.
Yes.
So it's kind of for the book, it's more of a thematic thing where it's like he flew a little too close to the sun and paid the price as a result. So that was one of the biggest differences from the movie, is that John Hammond survives in the film. So.
Yeah, that shocked me when I read that in the book. Like, I was like, oh, whatever, he fell down the ravine. Haha, how is he going to get out of this?
Yeah.
Nope.
No.
He's not gonna.
They pull a full-on The Lost World on him.
Yeah.
And if you remember that the part in The Lost World where the guy falls and he's like, help, and all the compies come and just start biting him, that is what happens to John Hammond in the book.
So it was kind of adapted to another character later
Yes.
on,
So I appreciated that they then took things like that and then adapted them into other parts that they missed. Another notable thing I remember is there was that horrifying scene with the raft and the T-Rex.
Oh, yes.
Which they very poorly adapted into Jurassic World Rebirth.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's that. That's just lingering. That whole movie, we'll get into the sequels in part 2, but that whole movie was just,
Yeah. Not enough thumbs.
I disagree.
Anyway, any other thoughts on book versus movie?
I think one of the biggest things is that the novel is definitely more mature than the film. It's definitely got some more scarier elements that they don't hold back on. Obviously, I won't go into detail about any of that, but if they had done a perfect adaptation of the book, the movie probably would have been rated R.
Yes.
So it's just know that going into it if you haven't read the novel yet. So
Yeah, it's enticing.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, one final question before we run to break here, and then it looks like Jurassic Park is starting to go offline. My big monitor graphic I worked so hard on just disappeared.
Somebody reboot the fences.
I think so. Yeah, Nedry, stop messing around, Nedry.
You didn't say the magic word.
Oh, that leads me into my next question, which is, what is your favorite quote or moment from Jurassic Park? There's so many
There's so many
quotes.
And I feel like we've said half of them already. We've already been making references to a bunch of them. Bingo Dino DNA is probably one of my biggest ones. But what about you, Sean?
Oh, sure. My favorite quote would be,
Does that qualify as a quote?
"It's my favorite one."
laugh.
It is my favorite
Yeah.
one. That would okay. Fair enough. That does follow. You two dig up dinosaurs. Yeah, favorite moments. It's like uncountable. The original movie has enough like moments and quotes for the entire franchise. Do we self-censor on this show?
Yes, we do.
Okay,
Yeah.
then I won't do the whole one. But
we'll
when
keep it G-rated.
but when Ian Malcolm walks up to the big pile of dung,
Yes,
that
the one
is-
they parodied in the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
commercial.
yep, that
That's
was-
a classic.
Yep, and yeah, just man, I was thinking of some other favorite moments. I would say there's just too many. There's too many. Another favorite Malcolm moment is when he's arguing with Hammond about how did you stop to think, like, you stood on the shoulders of giants, you didn't earn the knowledge for yourselves, and now I'm on the spot. I'm blanking on how it goes, but it's
I know what you're referencing.
yeah,
It's,
it's you were so preoccupied with whether or not you could that you didn't stop to think whether you should.
Yes.
Something like that.
that's probably the most memorable line in the entire film. So
Yeah. When they show up to the park, when Dr. Grant grabs Sadler's head and turns her toward the dinosaur.
Oh, like this?
you seem like you've rehearsed that.
And then, oh my God, when the young kids are getting terrorized by the raptors. Oh, that was impactful. And I think one of the moments where I had to cover up my eyes was the Dilophosaurus with Nedry. It's just
yes.
horrifying,
Oh, yeah.
completely horrifying. That's probably, I got to stop talking. I can list the whole movie. The whole movie.
Yeah, we'll just run through the entire movie line by line at this
could.
point.
Those
How
are
much
the
time
most
you got,
memorable
guys?
Oh, we got forever. We got forever.
Well,
But
Yeah,
actually, yeah, we don't have forever. We're gonna toss to break real quick. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna fix the fences here in the break and just get this whole thing.
reboot the systems.
Yeah, reboot the system here. So we're going to do that. And when we come back, we're going to talk more about the franchise in general here. And then we'll touch more upon some other Jurassic Park isms in a bit. So stick around, my friends, for part 2, and we'll see you in a bit. Bye. Joink.